Our mission at Tembo is to help more people buy a home. Our biggest achievement today is pretty hard to put it on a single thing, I would say. I think most recently, we've got pretty close to breaking even, and this year we'd like to be a profitable business. That's obviously a really big achievement in terms of proving the business model. I think also, right back at the beginning, our first biggest achievement was actually proving that our business worked and getting that first person into their home with an amazing 5-star review. What appealed to us about Ascension? I think, for me, I was really impressed with the team, an amazing team, really supportive, and I was right with that decision. They've been really supportive all the way through. I think also, particularly with Fair by Design, this really incredible impact positioning, around the poverty premium. And so being in a portfolio backed by LPs that really were mission focused has had a huge impact on our business and the way that we position and implement our strategy. Yeah, so our industry over the next 5 to 10 years, there's kind of two halves to it. So one part is housing, and obviously at the moment, housing is a major issue. So one of the lowest levels of first-time buyers, huge issues with social housing, and as we come into an election, there's going to be a huge debate over housing. So I hope things with housing improve over the next 5 to 10 years. Starting with people building more homes and improving affordability. So that's one side. The other side, though, is financial services. I think one of the issues with financial services at the moment is complexity. And what we're trying to do is really build a proposition around a customer's need. So they don't need to worry about the specific products. We're actually saying, you want to buy a home, that is your financial need, and we build the service around that. In reality, it's my 2 children. So I never worry about lying in bed in the morning. In terms of our business, I feel that we have an amazing team, and it's being in there, being with the team, getting all the energy, getting energy off them to really try and build our business and help our customers. So our growth goals over the next 5 years are really ambitious. The first 3 years of our existence, we've been fine-tuning our product, we've been getting into a kind of really steady growth phase, and we've been building the team, and now we're really in this kind of acceleration phase. So we see huge growth goals over the next 5 years. We're working with some of the biggest companies in the UK, helping their customers find ways to home ownership, and we think there's a massive opportunity to really build a £1 billion business here. Yeah, so the current pain point for our customers is that they are struggling to be able to afford to buy a house. And this is an issue not just for first-time buyers, actually, it's for people all the way through their lives. So they might have bought their home, they might not be able to upgrade from a 1-bedroom flat to a bigger one if they have a family. People are struggling to remortgage, people are struggling when they get to retirement. There is a major affordability issue in the UK on housing, and it means that a generation of people are being locked out of home ownership. So that's what we're trying to solve. In terms of our proposition and how that addresses that, we've got a technology platform where we bring together a person's financial situation. They can add in boosters, family members, friends, to work out innovative ways to increase their affordability, to get them that leg up onto the property ladder. So the funding from Ascension, we've received funding from Ascension 3 times, and so they were with our seed round, Series A, and then our top-up round. And each time, the funding has allowed us to continue to deliver on our growth plan. So initially, it was investing really heavily in the technology and the product to build something that worked for our customers. And now that is more moving into funding, scaling our growth. So professionalising the business, putting some money into marketing, and really driving on our growth. Now we've got a proven model. So the most significant challenges facing startups in the financial services sector are the direct-to-consumer model for a lot of startups has been a real challenge because it's really hard to build trust and then acquire customers in an economically viable way. So there's a big opportunity to partner with existing financial services providers like banks, building societies, and that in itself is quite challenging. So we've done some amazing partnerships, but they take a huge amount of time to get off the ground. So I'd say the first thing is, the imbalance in power between the existing players and the new startups who are trying to have a better customer proposition. There's an imbalance there that kind of makes it tricky when you're negotiating. So that would be the first thing. Second thing, is it's a highly regulated industry, that's a great thing for consumers. But as a small business, dealing with all the regulation, that's really costly, takes a lot of time to navigate, and there are moments when you can kind of trip up. So I think in a highly regulated industry, you need to be even more careful and invest even more money in making sure that all your compliance and all your processes are really, really strong.